Hello everybody, and welcome. My name is Onyx Osric, and this will be my little debut to all of you wonderful people out there. We're starting out simple. Fallout New Vegas, a cult classic for many. Now, to be enjoyed by all of us. So, let's see what we got here. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a little kick in the head. Without a dream in my heart, without a love, blue moon. I always loved Frank Sinatra. It's so calm and pleasant. Definitely does not match this. Yeah.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam.
Still can't believe that they set the events of the Fallout show right after this one. I mean,
the river,
good way to keep it canon, but
campfires burn, training drums
oh.
beat.
For those who haven't watched the series yet,
the New Vegas
don't want to
Strip
spoil
stayed
anything.
Open for business, under the control of its
But it's
mysterious overseer,
a shock to say the least.
and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express.
And everybody
to deliver
out there,
a package to the
feel
New
free
Vegas
to
Strip.
tell me in the comments
What seemed
if
like a
I
simple
need to adjust my
delivery job
volumes,
has
if
taken
my
a turn
voice needs to be louder,
for the worse.
or even if
You got what you were after.
you just don't
Pay
like
up.
me. I don't know.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
I can never get over just
Made
how
your last delivery, kid.
oh, the guy on the right there,
Sorry you
he
got
looks
twisted
like
up in
he's
this
just he looks like he's going through it.
from where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
God, I love that line. Yes. The extremely long process of
How about that?
all the DLCs.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Let's see. Oh, I forgot about the extremely limited customization options. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. It's not like we're going for a one-to-one replica here. So, what do you all say? Let's take preset 10.
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
Looks kind of like a,
Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
kind of reminds me of the greasers.
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Let's see here. Well, seeing how this is New Vegas, how do I make a good old luck character? Now, this first episode here isn't going to be as long as I would like it to be, but it's a good opportunity to really speak with my audience. I suppose there's not really much of an audience yet, but we'll get there, won't we? Oh, yes, we will. All right. How about a real lucky smooth talker? I feel like that'll be a interesting setup. Yeah, that looks good to me.
With With luck like yours, I'm surprised them bullets didn't just turn right around and climb back into the gun. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn drop. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Yeah.
House.
I was thinking home, but okay. Shelter.
Night.
Day. Day. Sleep.
Bandit. Light. Mother.
Human shield. Caretaker.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I'll lightly disagree with that.
I
Not a
ain't
strong
given to relying
disagreement.
on others for support.
Yeah.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
You know, this is dangerous. You guys can get a good psychological profile on me just from this. Oh.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one.
Ah, two bears high-fiving. I remember they used to... I remember at some point there was a mod about it. Added two bears high-fiving. That was great.
What? I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Yeah, that looks good. I don't mind a little bit
Before
of
I turn you
a
loose,
stealth
I need
build.
one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Anymore.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Happy trails!
I always loved when Bethesda actually used real locations in the games. I know this one was originally Obsidian, and that's why it's actually so good. But...
Howdy.
You know.
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
So, for all that are watching, I will definitely be testing some of these different settings in order to make sure I have everything down packed before my first stream,
Now,
which
see the
will definitely be
sarsaparilla
coming
bottle
within the
there?
month.
Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
That's the right idea. Keep on the sight. Try crouching down and nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me.
But for all those wondering, this game was not my first Fallout game, unfortunately. I actually started on Fallout 3. Not a bad game, but it's rough. For those who don't know, New Vegas and 4 are the most common, most well-liked. Fallout 3 dropped the ball hard. And for all those wondering, no, my voice
Hear
does
that
not
up on the
usually
ridge
sound
behind
like
me there?
this.
We got some
I'm
geckos to clear out. Bunch of
fighting
little
through a
monsters is
cold.
what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's...
So, please, forgive me. Let's see.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Damn it. All right.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Come with...
Ah.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty. Now that was some good work. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? Okay, say no more. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
As many of you know about this game, the cult classic, it actually came out as a piece when Bethesda acquired Fallout name from Obsidian. Would have loved to see how Obsidian took Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. But we may never know. That way.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Got a special discount for you, after what you done for us.
Oh. Whiskey's good to have. I can give them. There we go. Just gotta get one for the road.
Pleasure doing business with you. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Lovely.
Be careful out there.
That's close enough. Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
Alright, let's do this. I have no idea how to do this, even to this day. Never mind, I guess it's not an option. Oh, wait.
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game? Don't worry. I'm not that good of a player.
Okay, well, we walked in. We played a game of Caravan. That's definitely going to be cut out. Oh. Still don't know how to play that game to this day. But that's fine. Let's see what we got here in terms of our map. Oh. Yeah, I may definitely be coming down with something I don't want to deal with. Oh. Well, if it comes to that, I may have to cut our little video here short so I can take some medicine. But
What is it?
we don't need to do that right now.
Yeah, I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... I was thinking of myself, actually. Who's gonna watch my back while I'm watching yours? Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Okay, let's see. Sunny Smile, Sunny Smile.
Howdy.
Yep.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in.
That was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere. And Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
I think I got that one covered.
I'll be waiting.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be careful out there.
Alright, well, let's see what we can do then.
Welcome back. Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare. You take care now.
Alright. Got some extra stim packs.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about. You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand. Take it easy now.
Oh. Whoa, would you look at that? Fire. And what do we got next?
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Oh. Maybe I should have gone for that.
Yup. Yup.
Yup. Ooh. Well, give it a shot. Time to, well, you know. Oh. Didn't mean to do that, but don't mind if I do.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do. All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play. At least 6, Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
All right. Oh, well, looks like my game crashed. Lovely. Maybe that's a sign that we should... I don't know. Maybe I should call it quit for today. If you guys are interested in seeing more, or maybe a different game. I don't know. Bit old. Definitely has its kinks, as we can see. Just crashed. But maybe if you guys have a suggestion, recommendation, anything like that, leave it down in the comments. I'll definitely make sure to read all of them. And I'll try and upload at least twice a week. No promises, of course, but I'll give it my best shot. This is, I guess, my little sign-off. And I hope to see you next time. Good night, everybody.